Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a round in the Mushika, which I got, I think, on one of the free 10 spins the last few weeks. And yeah, when they updated the game at the end of March, they, for some reason, changed the spelling from Musika to Mushika. That does match what the spelling in UC Engage, I believe, so that does make sense on some level. It's an interesting suit. It has an auxiliary power skill, which gives it like about 10-20 seconds of super high attack, super high defense and increased attack if it takes a fatal hit when it still has more than 1,000 hit points. And in addition to that, its beam rifle does heavy stagger when charged. And it also has a rapid fire version that you can follow up with. Managed to get that Stark Jagan that was attacking, and now that I was hoping that now that Doga was done guarding, I would be able to follow up, but no, I'm dead instead. But yeah, it's not bad. I don't know how to describe it because it just sometimes it feels like it's lacking something, but I don't really think it is. It's just after an awful lot of new suits with a lot of really special out there abilities and things. This has this has a potential last second save, and it has a heavy stagger, and that's about where it is. And that was somebody camping there to try and get a point, and I got their suit, so that's not bad. And so far, nobody's sneaking around to our left, which is nice. That happens a lot on this map, which I'm not particularly against, because a lot of times they will, come fight one-on-one, which I'm decent at. But, yeah. Of course, when there's stealth suits, that can get kind of irritating, but that's just stealth suits in general. They can get kind of irritating in the right circumstances. Yeah, that is the Gyaradoga Kai guarding my attacks here. But since and very fairly intelligently not using up its full boost gauge while guarding, so that when I came in to stab it, it would still have a tackle. So that was a good move. That said, I'm still going to follow it and try and do some more damage. It does have a dodge roll, which I feel like a 550 raid probably should under most circumstances, unless it has something much fancier than just auxiliary power going on. But yeah, as you can see, they were just putting a lot of fire into me there, but because the defense from the auxiliary power kicked in, I managed to live long enough to get up. That was not... Oh, it's the Psychmu Gyaradoga. That has guard too, apparently. I did not realize that. I thought it was the Gyaradoga Kai, but oh well. It's not a video if I don't misidentify at least one mobile suit, apparently. And I've now totally lost my train of thought, so we'll just move forward. But yeah, it's like I said, it's not bad. The defense can be useful, especially when my aim is half decent. But okay, yeah, that is I think that's a prototype Stark Jagan. Yeah, a Stark and a Proto Stark, I believe. But I figured I would work on this before I moved in on the Proto, because it's in my way. So, and that's kind of a problem sometimes with how I do this. It's like I could have taken care of that prototype Stark Jagan a lot faster, and probably the teammate that was after that could have dealt with the thing I was with the Stark I was fighting a little bit faster too. But okay, that was the Proto Stark. It lived longer than I thought. The explosion I thought was it dying was probably the teammate that went after it dying. Again, just sometimes you do need to switch dance partners, and sometimes it is, it is really easy to get locked into a specific course of action and not think of it. But yeah, emergency power or auxiliary power kicked in again. Got the kill on that. And yeah, the high defense only lasts, like I said, maybe 10-20 seconds. So once it's done, you are running around as your usual fragile self with 485 hit points in this case, which, yeah, was one spray of Vulcans from whatever that was that hit me, which was Barzam. Okay, yeah, it's an actual Barzam as opposed to a Barzam with a gigantic backpack and chunky arms, which seems to be what the Mushika is. But yeah, it's like I said, it's not bad. I've had trouble handling it, but I like it all the same. And this is probably the best round I've had with it. And yep, just going straight up after that Proto Stark, which I can't. The lag on that hit was ridiculous. I can't even defend that. That was just pure luck in my favor, which sometimes the lag is in your favor, sometimes it's not. I am about to probably die horribly. Yep, because they got me down to 977 health, which means I do not get my last second reprieve. If they had done 23 less damage to me at any point, I probably would have survived long enough to do something else. I was hoping that they'd be stuck in the support fire when it happened, but I don't think they were. Especially since we are now about 1,400 points down. So, matter of fact, we were exactly 1,400 points down until that kill. So, and yeah, the one thing about being, and there's a couple of kills, that was good. One thing about being a fairly chunky suit is your saber reach can be more than people expect frequently. And that is a very unfortunate prototype Stark Jagan, which is about to take a lot of damage. All of it, specifically. So yeah, we are now 2,300 points ahead with a minute to go. And yeah, somebody decided to take this point, but I should probably... we probably should have started falling back, but... okay, yeah, I think it has heavy stagger and piercing, which, yeah, I think that means I just staggered one of my allies. I gotta watch that. And speaking of things I should watch, yeah, the enemy's over there because they are focusing me. Because as the raid, I am, of course, going to take more damage from most of their team. But what it is time for me to do now is just run away, because we have a very slim lead, and I'd like to keep it. Let's see, I seem to have separated one person who was after me. If I had... okay, well, I got the auxiliary power, and at this point I'm just running. I probably could have fought them, should have fought them, and they're probably going to kill me. No, they hesitated for just a second on their saber swing, and that was enough for me to set up for attack. Very nice. Now I just have to survive, and yeah, just stab that person in the back while I had a chance. I probably should have panic tackled in case that Barzam got up and shot me, but it doesn't matter. Win's a win. And you can win if you're lucky without making, every choice correctly. 4,330 out of 13,000. I think that's pretty decent. 7 and 4, and yeah, 27.7% diversions, which doesn't really surprise me. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. It occurs to me that there is not any Barzam in the MS in Action scale / G-frame scale. Like, I would kind of like to have one just because it's a weird design to begin with. Ton of those in Zeta. But also because I'm sure if we got one in G-frame, I'm sure we'd have a P Bandai Mushika by the end of the year.